What's going on, gents? Welcome back to Building a God Squad here in NHL 25. Here is the rundown for today. We're going to do a quick little team update. I want to briefly just talk on the general state of HUT. I don't want to beat a dead horse here, but it's been a while since I uploaded my last video. We do now have the Season 1 XP path, and the economy is still a little funky, so I want to briefly touch on that. We'll talk about possibly the new skating meta. There is, with the new skating mechanic, the ability to protect the puck and actually turn your back to your opponent even when you're in the offensive zone. Stick around, I'll show you how to do that, and we'll talk about that. And then we're going to talk about the fantasy hockey event, which is dropping this Friday. That's always a fun one. Always some good things to look forward to there. And lastly, of course, we're going to finish with the best gameplay moments since the last episode in this series. So here's how the squad is looking. Lots of new additions just in the last couple weeks here. We got Rod the Bod Brindamore as our #1 line center. I added Joe Sakic from the free pack in the store. I made the 85 overall cover athletes Lindros card, and I was able to make him just by getting the free cover athletes cards. I did pre-order, or I guess I got the pre-order deluxe version of the game, and that gave me 2 extra cards, so I was able to make Lindros for free essentially. I went out and bought Quinn Hughes and Adam Fox. They replaced Victor Hedman and Hamilton. So I decided to just test these cards out, go with more skilled, faster players as opposed to the big boys. I was liking Hedman and Hamilton because of their size, and they were actually able to hit people off the puck sometimes. But I've noticed that like sometimes they also, when I went to hit people, it just didn't do anything. So it's like I might as well get higher overall skill players who can actually hit the net when they're doing the skill-based one-timers and have good speed. And I've liked this change. My defense, I'm really enjoying. I also am using Bowen Byram right now just so I can get some extra Team of the Week collectibles since he's in the lineup getting my games played achievements done. And then I also added Claude Giroux here. I think that's all the new additions. And we are still in Division 2, having some fun. That's probably about where my skill level is, honestly. That's where I was most of last year. That's probably where I'm going to hang out most of this year as well. Now, like I mentioned in the intro, I wanted to quickly touch on just the general state of HUT right now. We got the Season 1 XP path. The rewards are absolutely brutal. It sucks. I know. I don't want to be too negative. And please chime in the comments. Let me know if you agree or disagree with anything I'm talking about in this video today. But the XP path rewards are not it. And the problem is it's so long with so little rewards. It's almost like, what's the point in even playing? If you don't play for a week or two, you're not really gonna get behind, which might actually be a positive for some people. For me in particular, I feel like EA, the developers, may have underestimated just how powerful that weekly dopamine hit of opening rewards, opening packs is. I'm gonna be honest, boys. So far, the game's been out for a minute now, especially if you got it the week early like I did, and I haven't gotten excited for a single pack pull other than 2 cards from packs that I spent real life money on. If I was free to play, I would have 0 fun pulls so far in the entire year, which is a problem. Like I think pack opening, part of it is the thrill of actually getting a card. That's what makes the game fun. For me, and again, maybe I'm in the minority here. For me, the gameplay is obviously very important for how fun the game is going to be. But for HUT in particular, what I like about it, half the fun is actually getting cards and building a team. I think that's very exciting. I think that's a big part of HUT, and it's a big part of why I like the game. So the fact that it's just a bit harder to build cards in this game and to get the really, really fun chase cards is a little disappointing in my opinion. Now, it does seem like the XP path is not going to get changed here in Season 1. Hopefully in Season 2, and I can confirm that EA has heard most of what the community is saying in terms of the negative feedback for just the general lack of rewards in the Season 1 XP path. I wouldn't guess that we're going to get a change to Season 1 XP path, but hopefully Season 2 is structured a little bit better in terms of just getting more stuff. And then also I wanted to quickly touch on the economy in the game right now. Cards are just, they cost so much. For just 75 overall silver card, it's way too expensive. It's going for like over 6,000 coins right now. It's crazy. They've charged up Connor McDavid, the power up icons, the 86 team builders are all going for an insane amount of money, and that price seems to just keep going up and up and up. And that is a problem that I hope gets resolved sooner rather than later. For team builders in particular, they're the cheapest of the 3 that I just mentioned, and they're only 86 overall. None of them are, besides Gartner, I guess, none of them are really that good even at this point in the game. Like, yeah, they would probably make most people's teams and be a slight improvement, but they're not nearly worth the price that they cost right now. And by the time that most people get one or two, like, they're not even going to be very impactful cards in terms of actual gameplay. And then the store. It seems like the odds this year are pretty bad, and just the general lack of cards you get for opening these packs, like all of these packs are just brutal odds, or they cost so much for so little. It seems like if you were to actually spend real life money in past games, you got a lot more value in game compared to this year. 20k hut points in NHL 25 does not go nearly as far as it went in NHL 24 or any of the NHL games I've ever played up until NHL 21 when I first started playing HUT. So for that reason, I'm not even willing to open up any of these packs right now. I just got $200 worth of gift cards for my birthday, and I was gonna do a pack opening, but I cannot bring myself to spend this real life money on these packs that are currently in the game. They're just kind of brutal. I'm waiting. Hopefully they gave us packs that at least have a lot of cards. For one, like we have a $900,000 coin pack in the store right now, 1,200 hut points. It's like $100. And that's crazy. You get 20 players. And hopefully you get a McDavid, which is, you know, let's say best you're getting 200,000 coins out of this pack for $100 real life money. $100 real life money in past games got you a lot more than that. At least it seems. Especially if you don't pull Connor McDavid, then you're screwed. So, I mean, again, don't want to beat a dead horse. Those are my opinions. We're not going to spend too much time talking about this, hopefully in the future, but had to get that out there. And then speaking of which, I guess we'll just go into it. We're getting the fantasy hockey event this coming Friday. This event is always fun. This is going to correlate to real life hockey. There's going to be certain cards. Usually there's at least one card from every team. That's how they did it last year. There's some MSPs and some that you can kind of randomly get. They're not guaranteed. And how it works is when that player scores a goal in the real NHL, their overalls are going to increase in game for free. You don't have to pay additional costs. Usually these cards are very expensive. Nobody really knows what to expect this year. I'd say if you really want to prepare, the best way you could do that is just trying to buy up as much stuff right now in the auction house. Spend all your coins to get the best value for whatever overall is giving you the most bang for your buck right now. Typically, when an event like this starts, the auction house prices are just gonna get more and more expensive. So really, if you know that you want to spend and try to get some fantasy hockey players, maybe just one, because it's gonna be expensive, there's no point in holding onto your coins at this very second. Now, I will say that, take it with a grain of salt. Nobody, not even the game changers or the EA Design Council, which I'm a part of for the first time this year, nobody knows what to expect. Now, next up, gents, we're going to throw it over to the new skating mechanic in NHL 25. I'm about to show you about a 2-minute video that I already posted over on my TikTok. TikTok saw it first. They saw it a few days ago now. If you're not already following me, go check that out. I post a lot of fun things over there. This video in particular that you're about to see kind of blew up. So go give me a follow on TikTok. I'd really appreciate it. Link down below. And here we go. Did you know that in NHL 25, you can protect the puck and use the new skating mechanic at the same time, even when you're in the offensive zone? Stick around. I'm going to show you how to do it on the controller and a couple ways you can use it to score some goals. Now let's start with the basics here. This is actually a very simple thing to do in game, and all we're going to do is use our right stick. So in essence, we're going to push the puck out to the side into a puck protection stance and then start the LTL2 to do that skating mechanic. Now let's jump onto the ice. As you can see here, we got a one-on-one situation. We're going to use the new skating mechanic going up the right side of the ice. We're just going to simply push the puck over to the right. Before we do our new skating mechanic, we still get that little boost, cut into the slot for a good scoring opportunity. Now let's take a look at that one more time in slow motion. As you can see, I'm pushing my right stick over to the right. Then I'm starting the new skating mechanic. I'm getting that extra skating mechanic boost while also protecting the puck from the defender, protecting me from pokes, from stick lifts. And then I'm also getting a good scoring chance by cutting around the defender here for a shot on goal. Next up, we're going to break down a couple of situations where you can use this to create scoring chances. Now here is an in-game situation of what we just did in practice. We got McDavid coming down the boards on the right side. He's going to protect the puck, use the new skating mechanic, cut through the crease, and bury it into the wide open cage. Now here's another similar situation. We're just going to protect the puck and then feed backdoor for another easy goal. And the last one here, we see Makar doing basically a lap here in the offensive zone, and he's going to use the new skating mechanic, protect the puck, pull up, turn around, cut to the middle, short side snipe. Now this is something you're definitely going to want to add to your game as we get better at doing this feature, as we get used to it, as the overalls in HUT get better. We're probably going to be able to do some really fun moves. I'm looking forward to it. So gents, like I mentioned, I would highly recommend trying this out in game. Get the hang of it, get used to it. It seems like you can do some pretty cool things. Now I will say, it seems like when you do the new skating mechanic, regardless of which direction your player is facing, if they're protecting the puck or if they're opening up the hips towards the defender, you get bumped off the puck pretty easily either way. So it seems like probably it's balanced. But again, we're like 2.5 weeks into the game, so we'll see how that develops over the year. And boys, if you made it this far in the video, please do me a favor, drop a like, and please enjoy the rest of the video with some of these gameplay highlights. I'll see ya in the next one. Oh, what a move! Oh, what a move! Oh, buddy! This card! Go build yourself an X-Factor Cole Caulfield. He's nasty, plays better than even his stats show. Incredible card. Buddy. No energy dangles. Oh, McDavid, that was sexy. The backhand toe and the bar down tonight as he's getting to Bobby Orr. Oh my God.